Good day everyone, my name is Mrs. Joanna C. Stiliore and welcome to our discussion for today. Today we will be discussing solving quadratic equations by completing the square. To start with, let's take this activity. What do you think the number that must be added to make them a perfect square trinomial? For equation number 1, we have 1. For equation number 2, we have 64. How did we came up with these answers? Okay, so we take the square of half of the coefficients of x. For equation number 1, the coefficient of x is 2 and half of 2 is 1. 1 square is positive 1. For equation number 2, we have coefficient of x is negative 16. Half of negative 16 is negative 8. And the square of negative 8 is 64. So that's how we determine the number that must be added to make them a perfect square trinomial. Another way of solving quadratic equations is by completing the square. This involves transforming the quadratic equation ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 into the vertex form, the square of the quantity x minus h equals k, where k is greater than or equal to 0. Let's take now the first example. Solve the quadratic equation 2x squared plus 8x minus 10 equals 0 by completing the square. Let's recall that the standard form of a quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. In solving quadratic equations by completing the square, the first thing to do is to divide both sides of the equation by a, then simplify. In the given equation, the value of a is 2. So we divide both sides of the equation by 2. Then we simplify, we have now x squared plus 4x minus 5 equals 0. Next, write the equation such that the terms with variables are on the left side of the equation and the constant term is on the right side. So the constant term is negative 5, so we transpose negative 5 to the right side of the equation. As we transpose a term to the other side of the equation, the sign will also change. So we obtained now x squared plus 4x is equal to 5. Next, add the square of 1/2 of the coefficient of x on both sides of the resulting equation. So the square of half of the coefficient of x is, we have the square of 4 over 2. So we add to the both sides of the equations, then we simplify, it gives us x squared plus 4x plus 4 is equal to 9. The left side of the equation becomes now a perfect square trinomial. Next, express the perfect square trinomial on the left side of the equation as a square of a binomial. So we have the square of x plus 2 equals 9. Then, extract the square root of the resulting equation. So the square root of the quantity x plus 2 is x plus 2. And the square root of 9 is positive negative 3. So this indicates that there are two solutions in the equation. For the x of 1, we have x plus 2 is equal to 3. Then we simplify this. We transpose positive 2 to the right side of the equation rather. Then we have x is equal to 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. So that is the value of the first root. For the second root, we have x plus 2 is equal to negative 3. Then, we transpose positive 2 to the right side of the equation, so we have now x is equal to negative 3 minus 2. The second root is negative 5. So we have now the two solutions of the quadratic equations. So let's have now the checking. Check the solutions obtained against the original equations. So just substitute the value of x in the original equations. So we have now the checking for x of 1, and for x of 2, we also have the checking. Both values of x satisfies the given equation. So the equation 2x squared plus 8x minus 10 is true when x is equal to 1 and negative 5. Let's have now the second example. Find the solutions of the equation x squared minus 6x minus 41 equals 0 by completing the square. Okay? So the value of a in the given equation is 1. So if we divide both sides of the equation by 1, we still have the original equation. So let's proceed now in writing the equation such that the terms with variables are on the left side of the equation. So we transpose again negative 41 to the right side of the equation. So we obtain x squared minus 6x is equal to 41. Next, add the square of 1/2 of the coefficient of x on both sides of the resulting equation. Okay, so we have now this, and we simplify, it gives us x squared minus 6x plus 9 equals 50. Then, express the perfect square trinomial on the left side of the equation as a square of a binomial. So we have the square of x minus 3 is equal to 50. Then, we square both sides of the equation. Okay? So, square root of 50 can also express as square root of 25 times 2. Okay? So, we take 25 because 25 is a square factor of 50. So, it gives us a result of x minus 3 is equal to positive negative. The square root of 25 is 5. The square root of 2 is irrational. So, we have a square root of 2. Okay, so let's solve now for the solutions of the equation. For x of 1, we have x minus 3 is equal to positive 5 is square root of 2. Then we transpose negative 3 to the right side of the equation. So it gives us 5 square root of 2 plus 3. Then the simplified form is 3 plus 5 square root of 2. So this is one of the solution of the given quadratic equation. For the other solution, we have x minus 3 is equal to negative 5 square root of 2. We transpose negative 3 to the right side of the equation. So we have x is equal to negative 5 square root of 2 plus 3. The simplified form is 3 minus 5 square root of 2. Next, let's proceed now to the checking. Okay, so for the first value of x, we have the checking, and for the other value of x, we also have the checking. In checking, just substitute the value of x you obtained in the original equation. Okay, so both value of x satisfies the given equation. So the equation x squared plus 6x minus 41 is equal to 0 has two solutions. They are x of 1 is equal to 3 plus 5 square root of 2, and for x of 2 we have 3 minus 5 square root of 2. So do you have any questions? So that ends our discussion about completing the square. So now try to answer the following. Okay, so thank you very much for listening. So in real life, I assure you, there is no such thing as algebra. Once again, I am Mrs. Joanna C. Steliore, your presenter.